Hello. This is Crispy, and I am bringing you my very first YouTube video here. I've wanted to start up a channel for quite some time because I have a lot of thoughts and philosophies and reviews and opinions on things that I really like to get out there. And until I had this great webcam, I haven't had a way to do it. But now I've got the webcam, so I'm making it happen. I'm going to try and do some videos bi-weekly, hopefully, so I can get some good content out there and you guys can enjoy it. And right away, I want to just get started with my very first video. Now it's going to be a book review because I'm a huge reader. I really enjoy reading. I've got a lot of books. I like to collect them. And actually, I'm a big sci-fi reader too. So my favorite books are the sci-fi, fantasy, kind of genre books. So I'm going to start off reviewing one of them today. And this is going to be a sci-fi book that I got for my birthday pretty recently. And this was given to me by a good friend of mine, Garish. And the book is called Existence by David Brin. Now, this is a first contact story set in about 2040, so it's in the near future, and the central premise behind it is that a space garbage man named Gerald Livingston is going around swooping, collecting up some trash in orbit, and he comes across this stone, this mysterious stone that reflects light in a certain off-natural way. So he brings in the stone, and lo and behold, he discovers that this is an alien artifact. And what's more, this alien artifact has a message for humanity. And the message is, join us. So that is the plot of this story. And it takes on several twists. And so I'm not going to speak too much more about the actual plot because I would really like you to discover it for yourself. It'd be a huge disservice if I spoiled this book. But I do want to talk about some of the other things this book really has going on for it. So one of the things I really liked about Brin's writing is that in between each chapter, he puts in kind of like a meta-narrative, like a book from the universe. And often these narratives talk about existence and how progress might hinder our ability to exist on this planet and how the world might come to end because of human actions. So he takes a lot of different looks at climate change and the meaning of the internet and free speech. He talks about dystopias. He talks about religion. And most of all, one of the big themes is science versus anti-science. Should we keep progressing as a human race? Is progression dangerous for us as a human race? For example, could we get to the point where science creates a method that's very widespread where anybody could make a black hole in their own house? Would we ever get to that point? And if so, how would we survive it? Would we survive that point? So there's a lot of philosophizing and discussion of that theme, and that's one of the things I think is really strong about this book. Now, the other thing I find really strong about the book is the setting. So this setting is extrapolated more or less from the technologies we see cropping up right now, like wiki technology and Twitter and Reddit are all to some degree represented in here, but to more extreme versions. Seems like everybody in the story has some kind of VR glasses, like Google Glass, or augmented reality glasses where they can actually look at things and get a lot of information from them. They can subdurally record subvocally record on these voice nodes so that basically they can control these things without even speaking. And there are about 29 different internets. Language has been solved. And of course there's been some strife in the past, but really the past events are mostly just mentioned kind of as asides. They're just referenced, like there's something called Awful Day that's just referenced, and they don't really tell you too much about it. So you get to make some inferences about this world. The characters are pretty good. I thought the cast of characters was very diverse with a lot to like. There weren't too many sections that I thought completely dragged. I would have liked some better resolution for some of the characters, but with a cast this diverse and a plot so long and divergent, eventually you're going to have to sacrifice some of it. So the other thing I wasn't too happy about with this book is I thought it was a little bit too long. I mean, this is about 884 pages here. So it's a very long book. You know, if you got the patience to read through it, that's great. If you don't, I'd say that it's very dense for what it is. It's very approachable, too, for your average person. And it's got some great ideas in it. I would definitely happily recommend this one. And for a score out of 10, I think I would give this an 8.5. So check it out. David Brin's Existence. And thanks for listening to my video. Yeah, hope you get some more pretty soon. Take care.